Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Just a little disclaimer, I'm still learning and growing in my own Pilates practice. I do make mistakes and I don't have anything to watch myself right now. So if you're ready to create a safe space and learn and grow with me in your Pilates practice, let's get started.
Let's connect to our mind and body starting in our butterfly laying down. Deep inhales in through the nose, expanding the rib cage wide and down into the mat. And exhale all the air out, feeling the core come up and in like a zipper. Feel good in your body and in your breath, setting a positive tone for our Pilates practice today. Feet come about the width of the mat, send your knees to the right and look towards the left. Now take those knees towards the left and head towards the right. Coming into our bridging, bottoms of the feet come parallel about hip bone distance apart on the mat. Take a deep inhale through the nose. As you exhale, rock your pelvis forward and slowly peel like a sticker up into your bridge. Once you're at the top, squeeze the glutes and slowly melt all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Make sure your tailbone is the first thing to start peeling up and the last to come down. Press through those heels so that you feel the gluteal fold where the lower butt cheek meets the upper thigh. Next time you come up, hold and pulse up an inch, down an inch, really pushing and pulling. Next time you come up, hold, arms come up, and now you're going to hinge bridge, hinging at the hips to come down towards a hover and then pressing back right up into that bridge. Keep the shoulders down and the arms are with energy. Don't forget to breathe, you got this. Next time you come up, hold, and little pulses up an inch, down an inch. Hold one more time and then slowly melt down into the mat and take a rest. Great job. Now let's start marching. Come up to your bridge and hold it at the top. Take one leg up to tabletop at a time and then slowly toe ball heel, rest it down on the mat and switch. The toe ball heel will help you to balance. And try to keep your hips the same height at all times. If you'd like to progress, you can take those arms up. Just remember to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Finish up your last one and then slowly melt all the way down, one vertebrae at a time, and rest. Now take the hands to the back of the head, feet stay down. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, lift the chest, look towards the top of your kneecaps, and then slowly come down. Try not to pull on your neck, keeping an apple under the chin at all times. Initiate the movement from your chest. If you're feeling good here, lift the legs and come into tabletop. Make sure that the knees are directly over the hips. You can squeeze the legs together if you need additional support, and that's going to help you connect to the pelvic floor. Next time you lift, hold it, and now one leg at a time is going to dip down towards the mat and then come back to tabletop to switch. Knee does not go lower than about 45 degrees, and try to keep that nice 90-degree angle from hip bone to knee to toe. Keep space between the chin and the chest. My chin is a little too close to the chest for my liking here. Bring the legs back to tabletop and slowly melt the head, neck, and shoulders for a deep inhale. As you exhale, lift your chest again, and now take both feet and dip them down towards the mat and then back up. You can zip up the legs for more support, connecting to the transversus abdominis in your pelvic floor. Try not to take those knees lower than 45 degrees. Finish your best toe dip yet and slowly melt to rest. Now legs come to tabletop. You're going to pull one knee in towards the chest, extend the other, and switch for single leg stretch. You can keep the chest lifted if you'd like, or rest it for this one. I had to correct myself at first, but make sure you're pulling under the knee or the shins and not on the kneecaps themselves. Next leg that comes in, pull it nice and tight, curl a little higher and hold it, and switch. And then slowly come down to rest. Coming into double leg stretch. Now bring both legs in towards the chest, curl up the head, neck, and shoulders like a ball. Legs go out, arms go out to about 45 degrees. Arms circle out and around to pull the legs back in towards the chest and restart. Arms and legs come all the way out, circle out and around, and bring the legs towards the chest. Finish off with one last best rep and then slowly relax. Coming into side lying. Lay on your right side, propped up through the forearm, and your forearm is going to be directly under the shoulder. Now the bottom leg is bent towards the body for stabilization. Top leg is going to lift and lower nice and straight. Make sure you're not sinking into that shoulder and you're connected to your breath. Hips are stacked here, one on top of the other. Next time you come up, hold, point the toes, sweep it forward, and then flex it, sweep it back. Try not to go further than the width of your mat. Try to keep the leg in line with the hip. Mine's a little bit higher. Next time you draw that leg in line with the hip bone, stop right there. Left arm's going to reach overhead, then bring elbow to knee, and then lengthen again. Try not to drop that leg towards the mat and stay lifted through the forearm and the oblique. This is a good one to sink the breath, breathing in to lengthen, out to contract. Hold on that next extension, flex the foot and pulse up an inch, down an inch, feeling that outer glute burning. Keep the hips stable here, and then slowly rest. Flip around to come to child's pose, shooting your hips back for a rest. come to all fours for cat to cow. Arch the back, look towards the sky, and round looking in towards the legs. Come to a neutral all fours position, wrists under the shoulders and knees under the hip bones. Your left leg is going to stay nice and bent as you come into hip opener, opening the leg towards the left and then bring it back down. Keep the hips stable and move the leg through the ball and socket. Next time you lift, hold it and extend the leg and pulse up an inch, down an inch, refraining from arching the back at all. And then slowly rest. Walk your right hand a little bit further up and your left leg back and straight. Lift and lower both arm and leg for bird dog. Again, try to keep the hips the same height without arching the back. Keep a soft bend in your left elbow. Mine is pretty locked up here. My right toe is tucked for some added stability. Notice how my neck and hips stay the same throughout. Next time you come up, hold, and arm's gonna go out towards the right, leg goes out towards the left just a little bit. Come out and in. Back to center, and slowly come down to child's pose to rest. Modified push-ups is next. Come into your modified plank position on the knees, wrists under the shoulders, and bend and extend the arms out towards the sides, lifting and lowering your chest up and down. I'm not very strong yet in my chest area, so I have to do this modified plank position. If you'd like to come to your full plank and do the full push-up, go right ahead. I am definitely still working up my strength here. Make sure the belly button is up and in and the shoulders stay neutral throughout. Lift the knees and slowly walk your hands all the way up towards your feet and then slowly back all the way down. And you're going to continue just like this. When you walk your arms back down, try to find that nice plank position. Enjoy the stretch at the top. Finishing up our last one here, we're going to walk our arms down back to a modified plank position and finish off with our last set of push-ups. Try to get 10 in. I'm literally struggling so hard here, but we got to push through. And then slowly come back to your child's pose. Awesome job. Coming into some prone work, lay all the way down on your belly. Make sure that your face is kind of lifted and your head is not on the mat. Arms come up and out in front of you. You're gonna lift them, circle down towards your hip, and then back up. Not only are we working our back, but we're also working our posterior chain, the muscles that help us stand up straight and improve our posture. So very, very important, although pretty uncomfortable. Arms are energetic and try to lift that chest without disrupting the lower back. Neck stays neutral, chin is not to chest. Next time the arms come back, hold and lift your chest up an inch, down an inch, not disrupting that lower back. And then rest. Coming into our swimmers, legs and arms are extended. Opposite arm and opposite leg lift, and then you alternate. Try to keep the chest lifted without disrupting the lower back. Anchor those hip bones down into the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, even though it's kind of hard in this position. Start off slow and then quicken the pace once you get comfortable. and rest. Coming into Superman, arms and legs are extended, everything lifts, everything lowers. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, think about lifting through the chest. Keep the hip bones anchored and the arms and legs have energy. Great job, finish off that last one. Your hands are gonna come to the side of your chest and we're gonna go into our swan with a focus on our triceps. Pressing into the mat, I want you to lift your chest up and then slowly lower it. Notice how my head, neck, and shoulders stay nice and neutral. I'm not arching through them, I'm really just pressing with my hands and my chest happens to be coming up with me. Press up far enough that you do not disrupt that lower back. Keep the hip bones anchored into the mat. If you're starting to feel your lower back a little bit too much for your liking and it becomes painful, try not to go up as high. Adjust your hands if necessary for your comfort. Now come to all fours. We're going to do the other side for our hip openers. Shoulders are directly over the wrists and knees are directly under the hips. Take the right leg out towards the side and then slowly come back in. Keep the hips the same height throughout, moving through that ball and socket. Next time you lift that leg, extend it and hold and come into those pulses. And then slowly lower that leg. Come into bird dog, left hand moving slightly forward and right leg extending back. If you lift that leg and you start to arch your lower back, I want you to not go up as high so that we keep the spine nice and neutral throughout. Next time you lift, hold it. Left arm's gonna go towards the left, right leg goes towards the right, in and out. And then slowly come to rest. Preparing for our last side lying work. On our left forearm, propped up, hips are stacked, and the shoulders are stacked. Extend that top leg and lift and lower. Make sure you're lifted through that left oblique and you're not sinking into the forearm. Next time you come up to about hip height, hold, point to drag the foot forward, and flex to drag it back in line with the body. If you take that leg too far behind you, you're going to disrupt your back. Next time you drag that leg back, hold it, arm comes overhead, you're gonna go knee to elbow, back out towards the sides. Try not to drop the leg lower than about hip bone height. Last extension, let's hold it and pulse that leg. Feel that burning sensation. You got it. And rest. Let's connect with our mind and body one last time. Bottoms of the feet coming together and knees going wide for your butterfly. Breathe into it, let your body settle. Roll the neck out. think about what you did great and what you can do to improve. Take your left hand to your shin and right hand goes over towards your side so you get that nice twist. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center and go to the other side. Come back to center. You can crisscross applesauce here. It feels better for my hips personally. And we're going to take a nice side bend. Hand comes down towards the mat and you're going to go up and over towards the side and then back up. Think about lifting through the oblique and really breathing here. Next time you come over, hold it and slowly come back to center to switch. Hold it one last time. Bring those arms to a T, twist towards one side, come back to center. Twist towards the other. Back to center, arms come overhead, reach, and hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.